Good morning, students. Welcome back to online classes. We had started doing the unit 3 of your English book, the English channel, and the unit theme is science. And we have already done the chapter, the stolen bacillus, that is B part of this unit, and this chapter is related to stealing the cholera bacillus, the bacteria of cholera, and we have already done this chapter. Now today we will be doing the third section, section C, and the chapter name is the shadow and the flash. Shadow is the means already know that something, when light falls on something and its shadow is formed, परछाई जिसको बोलते हैं, and flash means the ray of light. And in this chapter, we will see that how two scientists, very promising, very smart, and very aggressive, progressive scientists, they, because of their rivalry, because of their competitiveness, they end up meeting a very tragic end. We will see in this chapter. But before starting the chapter, let's see the few of these. Look at these few words. You must have read these words in your science chapters. Transparent, translucent plastic scale, opaque or translucent wooden door, transparent or opaque glass pane. So, do you recall the terms used for describing an object that gives out light of its own? Now let's start reading the chapter. Paul Ticklorn and Lloyd Inwood seemed born to rivalry with each other, and I to be the peacemaker between them. They were always competing, trying to outdo each other. When Paul Ticklorn entered college, he decided to study the natural sciences, specializing in chemistry. Lloyd followed Paul's lead. Their rivalry soon became a noted thing throughout the university. Each was a spur to the other, and they went into chemistry deeper than any student had ever gone before. So, there are two characters in the story, rather three characters. One is Paul Ticklorn, other is Lloyd Inwood, and the third one is I, the narrator. So, Paul Ticklorn and Lloyd were science students. They were scientists. Earlier in the school also, their rivalry, their competitiveness was known to everyone. And when they entered the college, always when they used to fight over something, over some topic, over some issue, narrator used to be their peacemaker. Narrator used to be their the one who used to make them quiet, okay, to bring peace between both of them. So what happened here, that once when Paul Ticklorn finished his school and he wanted to go to the college, he wanted to enter the university, he decided to take chemistry as a subject. Lloyd also followed the same subject, and throughout the university, throughout the college days also, in the whole university, in the whole college, their rivalry, their competitiveness, their opposition was a very noted thing. Everyone knew about their competitiveness, and everyone needed just one thing, one advantage over another, like one spur means to ignite something. So the motivation, they were after each other, that if one is doing one thing good, then the other would try to do even better. So they were like this. So they went into chemistry, into the subject of chemistry, deeper than ever any student had ever gone before them. It was at my home after they had taken their degrees. Now they had finished their university, they had finished their college, and they had taken their degrees, and they have now finished college, and now everyone thought that their rivalry would finish up and they would move on in life, because everyone would be taking up, both of them, they would be taking up jobs, getting busy with their lives, getting married and having kids and earning money. But nothing of that sort happened. Dropped out of world's sight, and that the beginning of the end came to pass. On the day I have in mind, Paul Ticnon had been absorbed all morning in my study over a scientific journal. I was out in the garden when Lloyd Inwood arrived. We soon began discussing the physical properties and the possibilities of invisibility. A perfectly black object, Lloyd asserted, who would escape and resist the sharpest vision. So it was a new. Now everyone thought, since they had dropped out of college, they had finished college, they had got their degrees, now they would be doing different jobs, they would be away from each other, out of sight, out of mind, kind of thing was expected out by the people, by other students. But nothing of that sort happened. So the particular day which the narrator remembered is the day when Paul was sitting in narrator's study room is a small library where books are kept and study table is kept so that a person can read books over there or write something over there. So Paul was sitting in narrator's study and he was busy reading some science journal. So at that time narrator was in his garden and Lloyd arrived, and they both started discussing the possibility of complete black object. The concept of invisibility, that if an object is completely black, pitch black, then no light would pass through it and it will become invisible to the sight. Vision means sight. The color is a sensation, he was saying. That he says that color is something which we sense. It's not that there is particular a thing called color in anything. It's a sensation. It's a ray of light which we pick up, which our eyes pick up. He was saying it is no objective reality. Objective means physical reality. Without light, we can see neither colors nor objects themselves. All objects are black in dark, and in the dark it is impossible to see them. If no light strikes upon them, then no light is flung back from them to the eyes. So we have no vision evidence of their being. Now he proves his point that what is color? Color is something when a ray of light falls on an object, it reflects back all the colors except one color. And that color is visible. That color, that objects become of that color which it does not reflects back, which it absorbs. So suppose if you are looking at a red color ball, so that means when the light is falling on that ball, it is reflecting back all the colors except red color. It is absorbing the red color. That's why the ball is looking red to us. So that concept Lloyd tries to explain it to the narrator. But we see black objects in daylight, I objected. Then the narrator objected that how are we able to see black objects? If your theory is right, that the color is a sensation, it's only a feeling, it's only a sense which we feel. So how can we see black objects in daylight? Very true, he said, and this is because they are not perfectly black. Were they perfectly black, absolutely black, we could not see them in the light as well. And so I say With right pigments properly combined, an absolutely black paint could be produced, which would make invisible whatever it was applied to. So he tried to explain that we are able to see black color because it is not completely black, and if we are able to produce such a paint which is completely black, it would make anything invisible on which we apply that absolutely black paint. So it would be a remarkable discovery, I said. So the narrator said that if you are able to produce such a paint which is absolutely black, which can make things invisible, that would be a very good discovery. Still unconvinced, for the whole idea seemed too fantastic. Fantastic means too far-fetched. It looked impossible to prove that anything can of that sort can be made. Remarkable, Lloyd slapped me on the shoulder. I would say so. Why, old chap, chap means man, to coat myself with such a paint would be to put the world at my feet. And he broke off shortly and then added, well, I have begun my experiments and I don't mind telling you that I am on the right track. Now, Lloyd answered him that if I am able to produce such a paint which is absolutely black, then I would be the king of this world. The world would be on my feet. And I have started doing my experiments and I am on the right track. I am getting success in my experiments. A laugh from the doorway startled us. Startled means surprised us. Paul Ticklorne was standing there with a smile of mockery on his lips. Smile of mockery. Mockery means a very हंसी उड़ाने वाली smile कि he was just laughing at the idea of Lloyd. You forget, my dear Lloyd, he said. Forget what? You forgot? Paul went on. You forget the shadow. You forgot the shadow that when light falls on any object, a shadow is formed. I saw Lloyd's face drop. Then Lloyd's face was also dropped because he indeed had forgotten about the shadow. But he answered sneeringly, I can carry a sunshade. Sunshade means umbrella, Then he turned suddenly and fiercely upon him. Look here, Paul, you will keep out of this if you know what is good for you. That you will not interfere in my experiment, and if you will interfere, he threatened, then you know better what will you get. So you will not be spared. I will not be sparing you. So he threatened Paul. The fight seemed close at hand, but Paul laughed good-naturedly. I would not lay fingers on your dirty pigments. You may succeed beyond your most optimistic expectations, yet you will always end up against the shadow. You cannot get away from it. Now I shall go on the very opposite track. My line of inquiry will be to do away with the shadow. Now he also said that okay, if you wish to carry on with your experiments very, very positively, you wish to carry on with your experiments, you can go on, but you cannot. You will always end up having a shadow. So a shadow will always come in your path. So you will never, he means to say is you will never be able to succeed in your experiments. And I, on the other hand, have decided to follow the opposite path from yours. I will follow the shadow. I will make the shadow invisible. I will make the object transparent so that there will be no shadow. Transparency? Ejaculated Lloyd. Ejaculated means spoke at once, instantly. But it can't be achieved. You cannot achieve transparency. How can you make an object transparent? Oh no, of course not. And Paul shrugged his shoulders and strolled off. Strolled off means went away. He shrugged. He said, okay, let's see. Fine. If you are saying that I'll not be able to achieve my goal, let's see who wins. So, with that, we come to the end of the first part. I hope you have understood till now. If you have any difficulty, call me. Thank you. Have a nice day.